Hey, what's up, guys? It's another film that I had done footage for way back. I think this was 2014. It could have been 2015, the same year I did Audible. This is Shapes in the Shadows, essentially post-apocalyptic survival horror alien creature thing. Kind of inspired also by what happened with Hurricane Sandy when we had no power for a couple of weeks in New York City. Um, and pretty much the post-apocalyptic scenarios that are always, I guess, my favorite. There's some literature to read: Jack London, uh, the Holy Bible, and T.S. Eliot, The Wasteland and Other Poems. That's one of my favorite collections right there. Very basic one, but this one was totally shot by myself. Wasn't able to get any help with this one, so I did it myself. But the footage I'd shot, did a lot of takes too. So I essentially, like I said, total one man operation. Didn't like I said, between this and Audible, didn't think much of it. Never used it, although. This one, like I said, there was footage I wanted to put at the beginning with like little miniature things basically on a printout of a building. Oh, what was that? You heard a noise. And also, like Audible, this is sort of like a silent film. There's really no dialogue, so it's made for a director's commentary. Originally I was gonna have like these little things, little like puppet little things of these creatures on a building and a printout, kind of like if beginning of the end. If you ever seen that film with the giant grasshoppers, where they just put grasshoppers on a picture of a building, and that was the special effects. But I didn't get around to doing it, so you don't have that cool effects there. This is when I lived in Queens. Flushing, North Flushing to be exact. You can't imagine what this apartment goes for now. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm trying to convey fear. What do I see? Oh God, roaches! Man, you should have seen the roaches in this place. Oh my God, the big ones. There was even one that was like an alpha cockroach. I was scared to fucking step on it. Thinking of those times. Ugh. But what is that thing? Oh. Okay. So now here's what the FX work, the creature FX. I tell you, electrical tape was inspired by Brian Paulin from Morbid Vision Films out in Seekonk, Massachusetts. Brian always made some really cool creatures. And a lot of it were from duct tape. This thing was made out of wire hangers, duct tape, pipe cleaners, and pipe insulation for the tentacles. I also had done that for the footage I ended up using for blood-filled sarcophagus. The tentacles that essentially rip apart, one of the other asylum inmates who was, had crossed the blood pharaoh, who is essentially the blood pharaoh is the moonlit tomb, Alice Cooper persona, black metal persona, Count Grishnak persona. So it's kind of separate, but I had made tentacles out of pipe insulation. So this thing, what is this thing? It's some kind of alien or some kind of creatures that, who knows? Government made them. Who actually, if you think of that movie, was it Island of Terror? Remember those weird creatures? They didn't look like much, but they were pretty nasty. So that might have been an influence on me in doing that. So, and there's a BB gun, and yes, those were illegal in New York City. So fuck you. So you ain't getting a dime from me now. So thank God I moved out of that place. Holy crap! If it was just for my wallet. So, all right, you're gonna go out there and see what one of them must have gotten in. Obviously, he knows what's going on. He's been surviving, with no power, just electrical lights, food and firearms and books. And yeah, that's my apartment. What a dump. Actually, I was in a worse apartment than that, which was actually my favorite. It was actually a legal apartment, but this one was not. This one was legal. I know because it was you paid, you definitely paid more for a legal place. So there you go. I got some tactical Navy SEAL training here. And obviously the black and white, always the black and white video. I mean, shapes and the shadows. The whole idea is the expressionist sort of. I mean, the shadows, the lighting when you have black and white, the darkness, the chiaroscuro, all that stuff. The shadows, right? It's great. And here's this is like a first person shooter game, like a survival horror game or something. I'm not a huge video game guy, but I sort of felt like that would be cool to have like a point of view shot like that, where you're sort of the person, and that's like I said, it's like a video game. Yeah, I can't believe I live there. You go, wow, what an expressionist shot. The lighting there is like perfect. You see the shadow. It's not. I like graininess. But that is a friggin' universal horror shot right there. And what beer was it? What beer was that? I don't even remember what beer was that. So, my man's right. Be tactical. Slice the pie. Slice the corner. They call it, right? Close quarter combat. I got the tactical light. Separate. I don't have the attachment for the Picatinny. Oh, there's something there. Remember that bathroom? That's where in Audible, where the scientist ripped out his heart, which was a pumpkin, and then started pulling leaves out of as he was hallucinating while he was dying from a zombie virus. This shot came out really good. I forgot I had done this shot. Look at that. What a creep. Oof, what a scary looking. Oh, yeah, that came out. I forgot I had done that. So anyway, all right. So I guess there was nothing there. Just your imagination, huh? Go back to reading and just laying around and eating baked beans or whatever. It's the apocalypse. Yep. Oh, what is that? Yeah, don't show the creature too much. I'll tell you what it was made out of. Oh, no. Oh. So now originally, also the ending of this was going to be, to give it away, when you watch this, you don't know how this ends. I was going to leave, part of me wanted to leave it like ambiguous, right? But the other part of me was like, nah, like make it kind of funny or whatever, And so this guy, he realizes that the thing is above him and he has the gun and he's like, hey, come on. And like, thing starts fucking him up. Bah, bah. Got you, son. Bah, what? Throw them hands or throw them tentacles. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, you don't got your gun. So now we got a Bride of the Monster scene here. If you know the reference, the Ed Wood reference. Essentially now he's in trouble. Now this thing's friggin', tearing him up, And the last scene I shot here is kind of hard to make out what's going on. Obviously, he doesn't have his gun, but he has an older weapon on him, of course. The oldest form of steel. He has a fucking knife. And originally the ending of this was going to be where you see him, you don't know who won, and then you see him eating this thing, I was going to try to film that with like steak or something, but I never got around to it. So the last thing you see is him pulling the blade out, and obviously he does this thing in, oh well.